Hello, good afternoon. So we're here again. Um, we haven't seen each other for a while, so let's get started. Today's topic, I think, is related. Well, it is related to everybody's work because it's something omnipresent in our planet. So let me know if you can see my screen.
Yeah.
All right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here we are. Today we're speaking about water. As a biologist, so everybody in here is a biologist. For those of you watching later, you know pretty well the importance of this substance in our planet, yeah. But not always we are really comfortable speaking about water bodies or things related to water. And these may be important for various kinds of research, not just in biology. I can think of a number of areas in which this could be important. Now, when you think of water, what kinds of words related to it come to your mind? So I put this drawing in here to help you out. Who wants to go first?
Rain?
Rain. Okay, let's start with the easy ones. Rain.
Oh, cycle.
I'm sorry.
Cycle.
Cycle. Okay.
Lakes, sea,
Lake, sea. Uh-huh.
Cloud?
Cloud.
Hydrology?
What? Yeah, now that's what I'm talking about. So more difficult ones.
And the use of the water is not a word, but
Use of water.
that's
Okay,
very
it's a chunk.
waterfalls, you can see.
Waterfalls. Oops. Oops.
Drainage. I don't know how to say.
Drainage. Okay.
the problems
That's
that
it.
we have with water in the cities that when it starts raining, but
Mhm.
they don't have the drainage. But I don't know the name in English.
The
Ooh,
floods,
But
like what happened in Rio Grande do Sul a few months ago.
yeah, yes,
Uh-huh.
that's it.
Flood. Uh-huh.
life.
I'm sorry.
Life.
Life. Okay.
Philosophical word.
Now have a look at the map. So focus on the map. What other words related to water can you think of?
Ocean,
Snow,
Snow,
states of water,
states. Uh-huh.
Drop.
What is this?
a lake.
And this?
a pond.
What
I
is
never know.
Ah,
Pond.
somebody said pond.
Mm.
Yeah, I never
Does
know the
everybody know this
difference.
word? Ah, you don't know the difference.
I know it's related to size,
Um,
but that's it.
okay. Yeah, that's.
Spring.
I'm sorry.
Spring.
A spring, yeah. Why not? If any of you
Mariana,
don't know
Mariana
any
know
of the
what
words
is
people
pond?
say, I don't know. Yes,
I don't know
that's my point.
pond.
What is a pond, Paula?
I think it is a small lake, if I'm not mistaken. I think
Mm-hmm.
pond is small, a small body of water, and a lake is a big one,
Okay.
but I'm not
Ines,
sure.
do you agree?
Yeah. Like lagoa or yeah, I think so. I
Okay.
use pond
Well,
for small lakes.
and what is a pool?
Uma poça? Piscina?
We have the swimming pool, right? That everybody knows.
Mm.
But do we have natural pools?
Yeah.
Have you
Yes,
seen this word? Yes, we do.
Yes, yeah, I heard about it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Have you heard about puddles?
Only the dog. Sorry.
Not exactly in that context. Anyway, now, how can you think of categories to lump these words together? So let's put them here. You want to lump them together into categories.
Grammar categories, yes.
No, not really.
Yeah.
Categories related to water, not related to language.
Ah,
It
For
could be
example, we have that rain and snow. They are different states of water. Yeah. And it is breaking again. Now, yes, now I'm back. Sorry.
no
Cloud.
cloud.
Cloud, okay. The same category?
Waterfalls too? No, 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 no. Waterfalls could be the same as hydrology and with lakes and sea and pool and bound.
Perhaps cycle could be with cloud, rain. No, cloud, rain, and snow. Because it's
Cycle
related
and,
to the
and
water cycle.
what is that? Cycle and cloud and rain and snow.
Mm.
It makes sense, yeah. But I'm thinking about categories that we can name. To
So
be more
water,
specific, I'm thinking about
water
chunks of
body,
words with the word water.
water body,
Water body, okay.
Mm.
What more?
states. I don't know.
Sorry?
States of water, like if
It's
it
already
is
here, states of
solid or
water.
liquid. Okay,
It's already here, yeah. But it is a chunk, you're right.
but not as a category. I was thinking about categories.
Water,
Okay.
water cycle.
Water cycle. I have one, water sports.
Mm,
Think about Tietê River and a beautiful spring in the middle of nowhere in the Atlantic forest. What is the difference between them?
Pollution related.
Yeah, but water
Water
pollution.
pollution.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah,
yes,
water
yes,
pollution.
water pollution.
And one of these kinds of water is potable, right?
mm,
And contrast the sea with a river. What is the difference?
Salt water. And
one is lentic, another is lactic. Okay.
Atlantic water and lots of
Fresh
water, right?
water.
Highly technical terms. I was thinking more of something like running water. And what is the opposite?
fresh water could be too.
Yeah, but that's not the opposite of running water. What
No,
is the
no,
opposite?
no.
I have no idea about the opposite of running water in English.
Do you, Inessa? No?
Lentic. I don't know.
Still water.
Still,
Ew. I didn't know
Which is
that.
also the opposite of sparkling water, by the way.
hmm,
A funny situation, isn't it?
Mm.
And what is the opposite of fresh water?
And mineral, I don't know, mineral
Mineral
water.
water.
Yes.
They're not opposites, actually.
Marine.
Marine, actually,
not
they say
salt
salty.
water. Yeah,
Salty
salt water.
Yeah. So just a few useful chunks with this word. Now let's go to the most interesting part. I already gave you spoilers, actually. I was planning to speak about these with the words in here. And we also have flowing water, yeah, as running water, same thing. Now have a look at the word list, see if there's anything you don't know that was not mentioned.
Actually, I don't know the differences between
About?
like puddle, marsh, swamp. I don't think we have it in Portuguese. Do we have?
We do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't
I
know what is
know that.
creek. I'm sorry.
Aula?
No, I know that swamp is like pântano, but
Mhm.
marsh, I never know the difference. I know that's similar, but
Mhm.
not the same.
Does anybody know?
Could be salopra. I don't know.
No, not really, because they are kinds of vegetation with lots of water in them. Uh, have you seen pictures or videos, or have you been to the Everglades in Florida? No?
Yeah.
Let me think then. In Pantanal, I've never been to Pantanal, unfortunately. That's a shame. But I suppose in Pantanal we can find both. But in the images that we see normally, that I have seen at least, I see usually marshes, not swamps in Pantanal, because
Okay.
marshes don't have trees. You only see grass. Yeah,
Mm.
I suppose some kind of grass or maybe other grass-like plant. Yeah, and that's basically it. And when we have a swamp, it's because you have more vegetation. So it is more varied, and you can see trees usually, shrubs. Yeah.
In March,
Can
we
you could you visualize it? Would you like images to help you out?
Mm.
Yeah.
Do you
Okay.
uh,
Sorry.
know, Olivia, if in March, do we have water for the long time, during the long time, or a specific period? Or doesn't make sense?
You want to know if the water is
Permanent or
uh
intermittent? I
intermittent? I believe it's permanent. So let's see
Sometimes it
as
dries out. There are a lot of marshes here in Germany, in Europe,
Mhm.
and
Okay.
usually, yeah, it's all the way around flooded, but sometimes it could dry be dry,
Okay.
but not for long.
Can try out. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So if you want an image, it will be something like this, a swamp. Yeah, I like this one because it has big trees. Not a common landscape in Brazil, I suppose.
But in Portuguese,
Uh,
we say pântano. Don't for
yeah,
both.
but and marsh, I've heard people referring to marshes as alagados instead of pântano
yeah, so
or
that's why,
áreas alagadiças.
yes,
Yeah.
that's
So
not permanent, I think. It's just when in the period of cheia. I don't know.
the flooding period, because the flood is when everything is full of water. Yeah. So the flooding period, right? Yeah, we would need a geographer in this group to clarify that. Maybe in another opportunity, we're gonna get that. Uh, what else you don't know from here?
Creek? I don't know.
Sorry?
Creek?
Your voice is cutting to me. Is it just me?
I think she said creek, yes.
Creek. Okay. Do you know? Paula, Mariana, no?
I think it is a small river, but I'm not sure if it is
Aha!
a small
This
river or a small
this
lake.
creek is a small river, not this one, and that's
Uh,
why it's double.
now
Creek
I could see.
Creek is what we call a riacho. There are some
Okay.
other names in Portuguese, I suppose, right? But what is this kind of creek here? Any idea? As you can see, it relates to salty water. Think about beaches and the geography of beaches that you know. It is not really related to water, yeah. So I put it here because I thought it was interesting, especially if we had geographers in the group. Creek is what we call, I always forget its name in Portuguese, enseada. So it's a portion of the coast that is more secluded, you know, that's a creek.
Seashore is the same? No.
Shore.
Yes.
No, actually,
No.
shore is that part with sand
Mm,
where the water comes and goes. That's the
yeah.
shore. And the shoreline is like the coast. Yeah. Okay. Any other questions? Can we go on?
I have
Yes. All
faucet
right.
and tap. I know for um, our houses, but in this context,
No, it is for houses because it is in
okay.
fresh water.
Okay.
That's what we use, yeah. All right. So I have a few questions about these very words. Let's have a look if you thought of them, or maybe they didn't occur to you. Now, by memory, so which concepts fill the definition of a salty and still body of water? It has to be both salty and still.
See?
The sea is not
Glacier.
still.
Glacier.
Glacier. I don't know, they're salty, are they? Yeah, okay.
Not
I'm
depends.
not sure if frozen water
No.
is in the category of still water, you know?
Uh,
It is kind of, but it's arguable. What more?
I don't know.
So-
A pond could be salty as well, right? I don't
Mhm.
know.
Not really.
No?
Not really. That's the concept of a lagoon.
Ah,
Mm.
It is still and it
Mhm.
is salty.
We
okay.
thought
Yeah.
that we know the word.
Exactly. That's why I find this exercise. And both marshes and swamps, they can be freshwater or salty water. Actually, they tend to be what they call salobra in some places. I suppose not everywhere, but in some places, right? Okay, letter B. Who wants to go?
Lake.
Hmm?
Lake.
I'm cutting again, am I? Sorry, did you say something?
Lake.
Yes, I agree with
Can you
you.
repeat?
Lake.
Can you repeat? Ah, lake. Okay, so we have a lake. What more?
I thought
Pond
lake.
again.
What is that, Paula?
A pond.
A pond, yes.
Ocean.
Can you repeat, Inessa? This is really
Ocean.
annoying. I'm sorry. The ocean is not still. It has to be still.
What is it still?
Still is the opposite of flowing. So a stream is flowing, a creek is flowing, a lake is still, a lagoon is still, a marsh and swamps, they're still.
So lagoon.
Água parada.
Mm. Lagoon.
Lagoon, yes. How about a pool? Yes, definitely. You see, the distinction between lake, pond, and pool, as Paula said, it has to do with size. That's right. But sometimes it has to do with the surroundings. So we would say that a pool, let me show you it with images. I think it's better. So these are ponds. So they tend to be smaller, yeah. And they have vegetation around, you see. While lakes not necessarily have vegetation around. Let's see. Yeah, huge lakes, of course, will have, but not necessarily. But they tend to be something more connected to nature. And lakes, not necessarily so. And here we have pools, minus swimming. Because otherwise we're gonna, oh no, my Boolean search didn't work. Ah, it's because I used a space here. Oh no, minus table. I forgot about this kind of. Never mind. A pool is something very similar to a pond in that sense. Anyway, next one.
I'm not sure the difference between potable and drinkable. I thought that if it is potable, you can drink.
I don't know. Let's see what the others have to say.
I think, yes, I think potable is adjective that you put in the water if the water was submitted to a treatment. For example, introduced chloro or I don't know. Yeah,
I
I'm
forgot
not
how to
so
say
sure
chloro.
about the substance,
Let's
but
see.
to be potable, water must have some trace
Chloride.
and it's necessary to be treated, introduced chloro or
Chlorine.
or a filtration. Yes, chlorine. Thanks. And I think so. And drinkable. Our water could be drinkable, but it's not potable. Not necessarily potable, I think. For
We say
example,
potable. Potable.
potable. Okay.
Mhm.
You can,
How so?
for example, a water from natural mineral water that you take from
The spring?
the, the water that you take from well, a natural well.
A
uh,
spring.
a
Uma
spring,
nascente?
yes, a
Spring,
spring, yes.
yeah.
Thank you. And you can drink this water, but this is not, this water was not submitted to a treatment. I think so.
Mhm. Okay. It has not undergone treatment.
Underdone, yes. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. Inessa, your thoughts?
Firstly, I thought the opposite that what Mariana said, but I agree with her now.
Because we were searching.
No, because it makes sense. First, I
It
thought
makes sense.
potable
Okay.
would be some natural water
Mhm.
from a spring and drinkable
Uh,
any
yeah.
any treated pot.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense. This is an English class. Of course, I'm not teaching you how to deal with water in any sense. But you see that there is an important difference. I have no idea if this is the definition of potable. right? We would need, I don't know, what kind of profession deals with that?
I,
Sanitary
I use
engineer.
I used my experience when I worked at SAI in São Carlos.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
to be considered as a potable, the water needed to
Be
have
considered potable?
traits. Yeah, sorry.
To be considered
Yeah.
potable?
Yes, to be considered potable, water must have some traits and be under must be undergone to a treatment.
It must have undergone.
Must have undergone to a treatment. So I used uh, these scenarios
I
to ask
see.
the question.
Uh-huh.
But I'm not so sure if in English is the same idea.
Okay. Verb undergo works like this. Something undergoes a process, and the process can be called something too, right? So water undergoes treatment. You don't need the preposition after that. Yeah. So it's direct. I suppose it's the same meaning, but to my knowledge, and I may be wrong, yeah, potable, the origin of the word, it's a Latin origin, as you can guess, because it's a cognate, right? It means water that is safe to drink. I don't think it has to do with treatment. So water from a natural spring that's not polluted, it can be considered potable. But there is a difference between potable and drinkable. Because you may have, for example, potable water that has been stored for, I don't know, for many years in the bottle. Yeah. But then you see, is it the water, can we drink it forever? When it's in the bottle, when it's potable? So maybe after 5 years or 10 years, it's not drinkable anymore, you know? Or maybe you put something in the water, in the potable water, you put some essence that I find it disgusting. So it is still potable, but it's not drinkable to me. You see? So that's the difference between potable and drinkable. So in scientific terms, what matters the most is, of course, potable. Yeah. But in most cases, they are often used interchangeably, specifically when we're speaking about science. Yeah, they have the same meaning. But there is this nuance. And now I like this one.
Yeah, just to finish
Sure.
the subject, the water that we keep in the big container that we put in our house, for example, it's potable, but it's not drinkable. The water that we have, caixa d'água, in a
Ah,
huge, yes, it's
uh-huh.
potable, but we can drink it. It's not necessarily drinkable because.
Yes, yes. I already saw how to say that, but I forgot. Just a reminder here on using the dictionary. One of the reasons why I recommend this one, it's because it has the main translations. It has complementary translations. Oh, actually, it has two main. It does that sometimes. I don't know why. And then it has complementary translations. So these are not as usual as the former. Yeah. And then it has this beautiful thing here called formas compostas. So if you want to search something like caixa d'água, this is perfect. Yeah. So let's see, caixa eletrônica, caixa de câmbio, caixa de entrada. Maybe it's easier if I just hit Control F. Aqui, ó. Tank. It's not water box.
Yes, tank.
The tank.
The water that we keep in a tank could be
Uh-huh.
considered as potable, but not drinkable. Yes.
But why not drinkable?
Have you ever seen the water from a year in a tank? For example, do you clean your tank every year?
I don't know, do we, Ines? She is the microbiologist of the house.
So it's recommended to
Uh-huh.
clean your
No,
tank
but
once a
then
year.
it is not potable either, is
Yes.
it? Because after staying there for so long, is it still potable in
It's
size terms?
Yeah, I think it's potable because it's the water that comes from
That
uh,
comes?
that comes from the water station, treatment
Mm-hmm.
station.
The treatment
So it's
station of
potable.
treatment?
Yeah, treatment station, and I think it's potable, but
Uh-huh.
not
Well,
drinkable.
yeah. So
Yes.
yeah, it's probably a good example. All right, and what about ocean and sea?
One
It's
is
tricky.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
How big is the
Uh,
sea?
well, usually they use sea for when I mean, it's close to the coast and the ocean more open
Closer to
water.
to the coast?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's basically it. When you can see some kind of limit, you don't have to run like 10,000 miles to reach the limit. That's a sea. But it's a loose definition in some cases. Yeah. And it's breaking again. Patience. Patience is a virtue, isn't it?
sorry.
I'm back. Sorry,
I
I'm back. Have I missed something?
I think see is the verb is the word that you use when what you see when you go to the beach, and ocean when you are see under when you are above. I don't know. It's huge.
Like when you are an astronaut, you mean?
Yes.
No, actually, they one contains the other. So astronauts they can see both at the same time, you know. And we too, because when you are at the beach, you're looking to the ocean, but there is probably a sea in there too. Oh, maybe not in Brazil.
I think informally we can use both words for the same thing, but perhaps sea is smaller, like
Uh,
Mar
it's
Vermelho,
not just
Mar Morto.
smaller. The borders are clearer.
Yeah, but
The
like
limits.
ocean is Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, it's much bigger.
Uh-huh, yes. And the limits are unclear
Yeah.
because think about Atlantic and Pacific. Where's the limit between them? You know? And then we already saw Marsh and Swamp. Yes. So I propose this kind of exercise in here because, as you already noticed, this class is basically about vocabulary. So strategies to deal with vocabulary, and then the realization that sometimes we think we understood something, and then like, aha, I just realized I didn't know that. So it's important to have this shock every now and then. But then we're also speaking about conditionals. So let's have a look at this part. Uh, before, yeah, actually, let me see what we have time. So let's start with something unrelated to conditionals, actually, but let's discuss these questions in here. So Inessa, can you ask and Paula answers?
What percentage of the world's water is fresh?
Percentage,
Percentage of the world's
percentage,
percentage,
percentage.
percentage.
Mhm.
Um, I have no idea. I know that most of the water must be salty, but
Okay, no idea
I don't know,
whatsoever.
30%. I mean, I'm gonna guess
Okay,
30%.
Mariana? What's your guess?
My guess was 10% or less.
30 to 10, it's a huge difference, isn't it? Inessa, what do you say?
I would say between 10 and 15%.
Yeah, something around that. Okay, Paula, please.
Of this percentage of fresh water, what percentage is available for humans to drink?
Mariana.
I thought 1%. I think.
Why?
Because this water is not available to us in thinking about the way that we use. For example, there is a huge quantity of water that is snow and a huge quantity of fresh water that is underground. And we only use the water that is available in rivers and lakes, I think.
Can you compliment, Inessa?
I agree, but I don't know the percentage. I would say 3%, but I'm not sure. I think I have read this, but I'm not sure it's the percentage of the total water or the percentage of
The percentage?
fresh water, percentage of fresh water, drinkable fresh water, available to drink.
Think of it like this. Yeah.
Percentage.
I forgot already. When I prepared this class, I saw it, but I think it's like 0.1%.
But is from the total of water, isn't it?
No, total fresh water.
Total fresh
It is a
water.
ridiculous amount. Yes. I don't remember exactly, but it's something like that. I remember that I was shocked. That's all. Now, how do we say this word? Avail. Avail, right? Remember that, just a reminder here, we cannot equate these two letters, the sound of these two letters, like we do in Portuguese. Because U is the U sound, yeah? O biquinho, U. So what happens is when we say avail, there must be no biquinho in your mouth, right? What is my point? My point is we have this word in there, yeah? And the way to pronounce it is just like you would pronounce avail, available, available, you know? Try it. Inessa first. Available.
Available.
Yeah, perfect. That's it. Paula?
Available?
Available, available.
Available?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Mariana?
Available.
You're saying this available.
Yes, available.
Yes, that's it.
Okay,
That's it.
available. Okay.
Perfect. Cool.
I've
Now,
read here that's 1.2% of the fresh water is available to
okay,
drink.
so Mariana was right. Okay. So I was shocked, but I alarmed you by accident. Sorry about that.
But that's few anyway.
Yes. Now, Mariana, please.
What do you know about the water cycle?
Inessa.
I know basically that the water evaporates from the land and rivers and ocean and form clouds, and then clouds meet some hotter place and then falls as rain. That's the basic. Some of the water can be infiltrada, can drain in the soil and form the
I once taught an engineer who worked with soil, and I learned all of these words, but I forgot them evidently. Infiltrate. There was another. Leach.
leach.
Yeah, the water leaches.
Yeah, and form the, I don't know how to say it, underground water, that like reservoirs, underground reservoirs.
Okay.
That's it.
Would you like to add something, Paula?
Not really. I'm not very knowledgeable about the water cycle. So
Okay. So let's go to the next. D. Whose turn is it? Inessa, right?
Which human activities are responsible for the most use of fresh water?
Are you knowledgeable about this, Paula?
I think plantations use a lot of fresh water, but I'm not sure if it is the major use of it. I think so.
Mariana?
Yes, I was answered the same. I answered the same, but
You would answer the same?
yes, I would answer the same. Agriculture and creation of animals.
They have a very funny name for that. I suppose you'll never forget it. It's just like me. It's called husbandry.
Husbandry.
Yeah.
I didn't know that word.
Yeah, I knew it. How did I know it? I don't remember. But maybe when I decided to become a translator, I was checking some things out to see technical translations, and then one of the options was husbandry, and I was like, what the hell is that?
I have a question.
Sure.
Why do you write fresh water separately? And
Oh, that's a very good
when
question.
it's separately and when it's together?
We have in English something like this. Correct? And then I could say that I am this. Or I can also say that I am this. What do I mean? In English, we can transform phrases into adjectives and sometimes into nouns. That's what I did here, right? So this is quite common in English language. And this is something that I particularly envy. I wish Portuguese had something like that. And the fact is, fresh water is a concept, just like salty water or drinkable water and so on. But when we are using it as an adjective, for example, freshwater fish, freshwater animals, and so on, then it becomes an adjective. Then this thing here happens. But in this specific case, it doesn't get a hyphen. Most of the time it does.
Sometimes we use like, I can found this species in fresh waters. And then it's all together, fresh waters.
Fresh waters. I've never seen that. Let's have a look.
I think this would be any body of water that is
Probably
fresh water.
Another thing worth knowing about dictionaries is that when you're searching for terms that are highly or even a bit technical, this is probably one of the best places to go. Yeah, because it's more complete. It has a lot of things the other dictionaries don't. So let's see, fresh waters. Haha. Where is it? Can you see it?
Your search.
Ah, it's my search. Sorry. So it doesn't contain it here. In that case, let's try, actually, let's try Wikipedia. That's another fresh first. Yeah. For technical terms, it's a very good place to start. I don't think that is what we're looking for. Have you seen it more than once? Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
in papers, including papers.
Fresh waters. Well, that doesn't mean much, to be honest, because depending on who wrote it and who reviewed it, let's see, fresh waters. Hmm. Then it's probably a concept among people who work in this area that is not used out of the area. Something like a technical term of the area, right?
Okay.
I know it's not the best answer I could provide you. Freshwaters are among the most dynamic, diverse, and complex ecosystems. Yeah. Yeah, so it is the totality of freshwater bodies. Okay. Any other questions? Okay, so let's skip this one. I would like to go to the conditional part. Now, all I have to do is to discuss and comment these things in here. Pick one and discuss it.
The first one
Could be, yeah.
is not true because clean, the concept of clean here is just that we see it's clean. Like
Because what? Sorry?
clean, what's the concept of clean here? Clean is regarding to what I'm seeing. Like
I
if
don't
the
know.
water,
You discuss it. You are the one who should discuss it. I wanted to use
yes.
the word if. So if this, then that. If that, then anything else. So if the concept of clean is blah, then blah blah blah. You know.
If the concept of clean is just that transparent, translucid, I don't know how to say it.
Both are correct.
Okay.
Transparent.
Transparent.
Yeah.
If the concept of clean is transparent, that's not true.
Mm-hmm.
Because you may have bacteria and other organisms there that you're not seeing, but it make the water not potable.
Uh-huh. It makes.
It makes the water, I think.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if the
Okay.
girls agree with me.
Aula.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't think about that. But when you say, oh, but what is clean? And I said, oh, I know what she means. It makes total sense. Yeah, but I heard about this water is clean, you should drink. So I'm not sure if people use clean water for not potable water as well, in a common sense.
Mm-hmm.
So if people use clean water,
We're back.
Sorry. Yeah. I got cut again. Can you repeat, Paula, if people use clean water?
Oh, geez. Okay. If people use clean water as potable water, then the phrase is correct.
Okay. All right. Mariana, the second.
Yes, I agree. So if it, actually we use the water from Guarani Aquifer. For example, in São Carlos, we have about 20 wells that keep water from the Guarani Aquifer. So we are going to have trouble if it keeps shrinking.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And C, Vanessa?
If a massive asteroid hit the Earth, you would have to fight for water. I think we would die. Anyway, we would fight
Supposing
for
that we
food.
don't die.
We would fight for food because we would not have light to grow the plants, I think. First,
It's not
yeah.
that massive. Not being
Okay.
catastrophic.
Yeah, I don't know. So it depends on where it falls.
It falls in the middle of nowhere. Paula?
Well, yeah, I kind of agree with Ines. I'm a bit, yeah, I think we are screwed if a massive asteroid hits there, then we will die. I don't know
Okay,
if I have to say then we will die or then we die. How
that's the
to do the
point. That's
condition.
why I want to check how your user conditionals is going.
Yeah, I don't know if I should use then we will die or then we die. I think then we die because it's
It
conditional.
depends on how catastrophic you are, you know.
Okay, okay.
Because have a look here again. So this is called, you don't have to remember this name, right? But this is called the zero conditional. We use this kind of structure here to speak about things that are true, general truths, as we say. Yeah. So let's suppose clean means potable here. I hadn't thought about that either. So if your city's tap water is clean, then your tap water is potable. It makes sense, right? It's a general truth, isn't it? Of course, I know there are some aspects to be considered, but anyway. So if you are really catastrophic and pessimistic and so on, if a massive asteroid hit the Earth, we will die, or we die. Both work. Yeah. And the last one, Mariana. Whoops.
If the Patos Lagoon had not been formed, Rio Grande do Sul wouldn't have acquired its charming map. I agree. I really I actually don't know very well Rio Grande do Sul, but I agree with this sentence,
Mhm.
this statement.
Can you create a similar statement to speak about something, I don't know, in your state or city, maybe
Uh,
anywhere?
yes, maybe if we don't have the Copacabana Beach in Rio de Janeiro, Copacabana Beach, comma, Rio de Janeiro wouldn't be so
So beautiful.
beautiful, sorry. Yes, beautiful.
Do you agree, women?
Yeah.
I mean the structure, not the fact.
Okay. I think if we wouldn't have, I don't know
Actually,
why.
if we didn't have,
Oh, didn't.
if we didn't have, the beach. Rio de Janeiro wouldn't be so beautiful. Conditional, they seem to be really difficult, but when you understand that they are almost exactly the same as Portuguese, things get much easier. For example, you know what the problem is? Conditionals, they don't use what we call the indicative mood. They use the subjunctive mood, which works just like Portuguese. What is a subjunctive mood in Portuguese? Gostasse, comesse, falasse. Yeah? So this works as the past. Yeah? Então, se a gente não tivesse Copacabana Beach, a praia de Copacabana, and what does this sound like in Portuguese? What is the role that it plays
Teria.
with verbs?
Teria.
Teria, comeria, gostaria, adoraria, yeah? Então, se a gente não tivesse past, so didn't have, não seria. You see, it's the same thing. So once you understand that, it gets much easier, right? But anyway, conditionals, they're always a thorny topic. And we're going to have more classes exploring that little by little, because I know it's something that requires practice. Okay? Women, very good to see you here today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope the class was useful. And see you in the upcoming classes. Bye.
Bye bye. See you.